Okay, here's a quick tutorial on how to do a simple two-frame animation. Here's an example that my daughter made. So what this is it's just a picture on the bottom and then a picture on the top, and then it switches back and forth. So how do we do that? We have a strip of paper here. This is just an 8.5 by 11 sheet chopped into 3 pieces. So any long piece of paper, and then the first step is to fold it in half and then open it back up, and you're going to do your first drawing on the bottom here. It's important to start on the bottom because if you go ahead and draw on the top, then you won't be able to trace over it, and you'll see what I'm talking about. So let's do, I'm just going to do this is an easy one that's fun to do. You can just draw an eye, and you can put some eyelashes on there. And then we're going to fold this down over top, and it's good to use if you use a darker pen, or because pencil can be a little tricky to see through the paper. So a dark pen, but they can start in pencil and then trace over it. That's always a good idea. And then when you fold the paper over, you can kind of see the eye there, right? So now we can draw our second animation frame, and it's going to be a closed eye. So I'm going to put the bottom, I'm tracing over the bottom part of the eye, and then I'm putting the lashes now on the bottom. So that's all we need to do for this one. And of course kids can color them in and everything and make whatever kind of drawings. But the next step is to take a pen or pencil and you just roll up the paper, and you get nice and tight roll. And then you just hold the top, and then you can make it a little bit tighter roll. It's good to re-roll it, get it nice and curled. So, and then you just take and you hold the pencil and go up and down like that. So it's like a blinking eye. Cool, right? So there's a couple things to keep in mind besides making sure you start on the bottom. The other thing is you want to make the drawing in the middle, because if you make it too far on the top, you won't see the animation because it's going to be, and if you make it too far on the bottom, then here's an example of when it's a little too far on the bottom. If you see how you can't see the whole bird unless you go all the way to the bottom, and a lot of times it kind of it flips off of your pen because you have to go so low. So it's important to keep the drawing in the middle. Another thing to keep in mind is what we're going for is movement here. You want to move one object to make it animate. This is an example that my son tried, and it's not quite as successful as an animation. What he did was he had a bird appear on the bird feeder, but it's kind of it's more fun to have something moving rather than just appearing. So rather than having something appear, it'd be good to draw a bird on the bottom, maybe like with his head out, and then this one on the top of his head in. So then he would look like he's actually moving like a cartoon. So that's something to keep in mind, that we're trying to draw a drawing and then adjust the drawing a little bit so that it becomes a movement. Here's another quick example of a dragonfly sort of butterfly thing, and that's a fun one. And kids can do as simple of things as they want. Very scalable, and they can do very complex ones too. This one my 4-year-old did by herself, and you know, it doesn't match up perfectly or anything, but it's super fun, and it's very I don't know, I like it. It looks like a, you know, it's a cat or something, and it's animated. So don't be worried if the kindergartners, you think they can't do it. And you can always just put a few simple ones on the board like on a whiteboard. And then if you have an overhead projector in the class, you can let the kids, you can show them the examples at the beginning, and then you can let the kids, when they're done, go up to the overhead projector and do them live on the big screen for everybody. And the kids really love showing their drawings to the whole class, their animations to the whole class. So anyway, that's it. Have fun.